I joined this program especially because of my business, right? I wanted to grow and to understand how to do it. So, and I was so much in, attachment with, having the results, so having more clients. And so I was just chasing them. And I was not acting from a place of love and authenticity. I kind of knew, but I didn't have the tools, to access that part, And then when you start to shifting, to recognize the part and shifting them, and you feel that openness in your heart, then they will just flow, because you then are being authentic, and they will just connect with you because of the message that you are giving from a place of love and not of fear. I had a lot of fear, of joining the program and make this such a big decision financially as well. What was the other option? The other option was to be there where I was before, like to just stay there and just exclude the possibility for growing and learning so much. I already knew about Joe Dispenza, Bob Proctor, so I was already listening to them, but it's not the same when you have a community, a coach, a framework, and tools that are there for you, just ready for you and explained so well. Yeah, what made me take the decision was like, again, what should I do? What is the option here? The option is to jump and grow or to stay here where I am. It's really amazing, like the framework that you offer and the structure really of the program, the practical tools that you have with you, and those are lifelong tools. Really, it's not something that you just use once and then you just don't use it anymore. But it's really something that is with you for your whole life, probably. Like it's a work that you have to do every day, and a skill that you have to build, indeed. And but there is always, a layer that you can peel off. One more and one more and one more. And you always have to go back to those tools and use them again and just, keep growing, basically. So I'm Anita, I'm Italian, and I live in the Netherlands. So I'm a yoga therapist. I work as a yoga therapist. I did my biggest probably jump, take my leap of faith to quit my job because I realized it was not what I wanted to do, and then follow my passion, basically yoga. And I started my business, and then it's where I started to encounter a lot of resistances, because of course, like building up your own business, I think it put yourself in, like, you face a lot of self-doubt, misbelief. I realized that there was a lot that I didn't know still. So, and that's why I was looking for ways to just grow in that sense. And then I met you and that resonated so much with me. What really made a difference, the biggest one is for sure how to recognize your pattern. So like the paradigm, the automatic responses that you have to certain situations, and the tool that you give us in order to break the pattern, so to understand what is the feeling, starting from the feeling and then going to the thought and understanding what is the thought behind it, and then shift that thought. Yeah, that's just, I think, that the greatest work that you can do. It's worth it, and every time you learn something new, even though the same pattern may come again, it will come in a different form, and you will have a little bit more awareness, of course. It's just, again, that you have to, it's hard to break, so it's not that something that you can do in one time. The more you do it, the more it becomes easier to do it. It's just nice because it's, you know yourself better. I think that for me, the biggest shift is that every time you break a pattern, it's like you really feel this openness in your heart, in terms of sensation, then you feel like, okay, the more awareness, the more consciousness